It is day 14 of 30 cups in 30 days. Let's see what we get. I guess we're getting that one. Oh, I quite like that shape. I have done a couple kind of like this. It is about equally, like it's about this wide and it's about this tall. So it's about equal, like equal height and width. So I'm going to center it, not super high, not super low. We're just going to kind of center it. I think I quite enjoy this shape. I don't think I've done any handles quite like that, where they extend up above. I don't often, oh dear, let me push it down here so you can see. I usually don't make handles that go up above the rim of the cup, because a lot of people like putting their cups upside down. I'm not entirely clear why. It's probably like the most dangerous way to store something in terms of like chipping your pottery. If you know, I store my cups upright. I don't do that, but I don't usually extend the handle up above the rim because people don't like it. But this one does, and I'm just gonna go with that. I certainly have sold cups that had handles that were up above the rim, so. I started making pottery about, I don't know, 14 years ago, I think, when I traded lessons. I owned a yarn shop at the time, and I had a lady come in. She wanted to learn to knit, and I wanted to learn to make pottery because at the time I thought I'm going to make yarn bowls and sell them in my pottery or in my yarn store. That sort of didn't play out very much because shortly after that I was in a pretty significant car accident and couldn't run a business anymore. Like that, not a retail store. I sell pottery now, but it's in much shorter stints. So I sell things at shows, like events, where I can take a rest, where I don't have to be standing up the whole time. Okay, so we're aiming at something that is kind of about as tall as it is wide. So we're already, you know, this tall, this wide, very similar. I'm going to throw a little bit taller because, that's really a lot taller. We may have to trim some off. Or make it a little taller, I don't know. All right. In particular, if you'll notice on this cup, oops, gotta make a mess of the drawing. On this little cup, I made a mess. Let's see if I can wipe that off. It flares out at the bottom here, and I need to do that part. So I'm going to undercut and then kind of flare it out. So we're going to start out with that undercut. Ooh, I made a terrible mess of my drawing. Okay, so we're going to do an undercut here. We might need more undercut than that even, but I'm not going to worry about it yet. I need more water in that. All right, so then we're going to cut that out. And let's see. Let's dry off the bat and look to see. I don't think that's nearly enough. No, it is not. Okay, so we're going to have to cut off more than that so that it comes out. It has a kind of fair bit of undercut in the drawing. So we're going to do way more undercut. Ooh, that's much closer. Let's see where we're at. Let's look. Oh, I'm making a terrible mess of my drawing. It just gets worse every time I touch it. Okay, so we've got this kind of undercut. And I'm going to actually push it out a bit on the inside so that that's cup and not just wall, right? And then I'm going to trim off my top here just a bit. It's kind of crookedy. Now, we need this to flare back out so that it is, sorry, I had to turn off an alarm, so that it is Oh, I made it a little too wide at the top, right? They're about equal. This, oh, maybe not. Maybe not. That's not bad. Does it go? So the problem is it goes in much closer to the top, and I want it to go in kind of in the middle here better. So let's take a rib. This yellow rib is a good one for this. And I'm going to shape it a little bit in the middle here so that that goes in a bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to try and get rid of these lines here. I don't like that very much. Yeah. This is a more extreme shape than I've made before, and I think the cup is bigger, which I quite enjoy. I like it. And then it's going to get, and I still think that top is just a hair much. I'm going to straighten it out a little bit, and then I'm going to fix it up with my plastic bag here. Yes, I quite enjoy that shape. What do you think? Ooh, I reached 1,400 subscribers. I'm so excited. If you are one of my subscribers, thanks so much. I appreciate you showing up for me. All right. I think this is where we're at. That stuff right there. Turn it off. All right. Here's where we're at. Let's look. My drawing is super wet at this point because I've touched it too much with wet hands. But here it is. I think that's about right. I'm excited to put a handle on this one.